Hello everyone, good evening. Can anyone confirm audible or not?
Yes, sir, audible.
Yep. So last session where we stopped. Last session, what we discussed? We discussed about operators, right? Okay. Now tell me, I asked one question right yesterday. Okay, first, okay, recap the things. The first one is like arithmetic operators, right? Arithmetic operators. The next one is like assignment operator. The next relationship, right? Relationship operator. The next one is like logical, right? Okay. The next one, membership operator. The next one is like identity, right? Identity operator. Arithmetic operators, tell me frequently used arithmetic operators. Okay, everyone knows plus minus. Okay, multiplication, division, mod. Assignment operator, everyone knows. It is equal symbol. Relationship. Okay, if you come here and or and not. Logical. Okay, relationship, logical operators, these are right. Sorry. Logical operators, these are relationship greater than, less than, greater than or equals to, less than or equals to, and equal and not equal. Okay. Membership operator, in, not in. In, not in. Identity operator, is not. Is not. Okay. Yesterday I asked one question, right? Yesterday I asked one question. Whenever you create a variable in Python like this, a variable like this 1 comma 2 comma 3, a is an object of which class? An object of int class or not? That is the question I asked, right? Yes or no? Okay. The next one here also same question. Here you created a variable b whose type is like what? List. B is an object of list class or not? Not. In
As
Python.
of now,
Think in Python. First one, a equals to 10. A is an object of int class or not?
Yes.
Okay, the answer is like yes. Okay, b equals to 1 to 3. Okay, b is an object of list class or not?
No.
Okay, this is also yes. Okay, let's okay, prove it. Okay, let's check. So how we can check? Let me go to our Kalam schools, go to the editor, go to Python editor. Now come here. Now come here. Now if I write a equals to 10, okay, here can I print the type of a? Can I print the type of a? Now if you see this, okay, it is an object of which class? Int class or not? If I write like b1 comma 2 comma 3, okay, can I print type of b? Type of b. Now if you come here, similar, right? If you said like a is an object of int class, here b is an object of which class? The result, if you observe, b is an object of list class or not? Okay, a is an object of int class and b is an object of list class in Python. Okay, these two statements are like correct. These two statements are like correct. Now yesterday we discussed about the identity, right? Okay, when you can say, when you can say, okay, these two values are like same. If you put like a equals to 10 and b equals to 20, a is b. The identity operator is what? Is not. A is b. The answer is what? A is b. The answer is what?
False.
Okay, true or false? The answer is
True.
like, the answer is like true. Okay, answer is like true. Now, if I write like C equals to 1 comma 2 comma 3 and D equals to, okay, 1 comma 2 comma 3, if I write C is D, what's your answer? C is D. What is your answer?
True.
True.
False.
False. False. Okay, we'll explain. Okay, let's take one by one. Okay, this first one, you have clarity, right? In Python, if you create a variable, there is no second thought that variable reference is an object of one class. If it is like a number, it is an object of int class. If it is like a string, it is object of str class or list class or tuple class or set class or dictionary class or bool class. These are the data types, right, in Python? Yes, no? Okay, let me write a equals to 10 and b equals to 10. Okay, now if I write print a is b, the answer is what? True. The answer is what? True. Okay, now I'm going to write c equals to 1 comma 2 comma 3 and d equals to 4 comma 5 comma 6, 4 comma 5 comma 6. Now print, okay, c is d. What's your answer? Okay, sorry, 1 comma 2 comma 3 only, right? Okay, 4 comma 5 comma 6, if you write, obviously it's like false only. Now tell me, c is d, true or false?
False, sir.
False. False. Now, if I write like e equals to 1 comma 2 comma 3, okay, and f equals to 1 comma 2 comma 3 and pre e is f, what's my answer?
False.
Okay, but here it's true. Now you can able to tell one answer by seeing this one. Can anyone guess? And one more. Okay, one more you can write. G equals to Sachin, H equals to Sachin, H equals to Sachin. Print G is H. True or false? Okay, now tell. True. Now tell. Come on. One small, okay, difference is there. Just you can take this one and this one difference, then the time you can easily tell.
Primitive and non-primitive.
Sorry?
Primitive data type,
Uh,
primitive data type string number, but list is
this
non-primitive.
list and this one is like non-primitive only, right? Integer
Yes,
is
yes.
like primitive, list and tuple is like non-primitive only, right? What is the difference between list and tuple? Mutable and immutable, right? Yes or no? Which one is like immutable?
A tuple is immutable.
Tuple is immutable, right? Tuple is immutable, and my list is like what? Mutable or not? Now see, in Python, this integer objects there, na? By default, these are like immutable. String is there, na? String also immutable. Tuple is there, na? Tuple also immutable. If you observe those immutable, okay, the answer is like what? Did you observe that? The answer is like what?
True.
True. That means immutable. The same content is there. If the behavior is like immutable, it is like occupies the same memory location or not. Same
Yes.
memory location if it is like immutable. If it is like immutable, okay, still you have the same content only in Python. Okay, in Python, the member is like what? The variable is like a mutable. Sorry, list is like what? Mutable, right? Okay, even the content is like what? Same. The content is like same, but the nature is like what? Mutable or immutable? Mutable for my list. Whenever it is like a mutable, if the content is like same or not same, it is always allocate the new space, allocate a new memory for that particular variable. If it is like allocate a new memory for this particular variable in Python, the identity is like what? Vary or not. That the reason here the identity is like different, here the identity is like different, so C is D is what? False. Got my point? Understood? All are agreed? Okay, you have to keep one point in your mind is id method is gives me the memory address. Okay, memory address, how we can get, okay, how we can compare this is operator means based on the memory address only we are going to tell both address or both memory allocation location is like same, it returns me true, otherwise returns me false. Now the question is like when it is like true, when it is like false means in Python immutable, if the values are like same and the nature is like immutable, this in this case both references point into the same memory location. If it is like a mutable the nature, if the nature is like mutable, okay, if the content is like same also, it is always allocate the new space, that the reason id is like something valid, something different, so that okay the c is d is like one, it's like false. Got some clarity now? Okay, so the memory location in Python is completely depending upon the nature. Okay, mutable or immutable. Agreed? Everyone? Any questions? So what about the membership operator? What about the membership operator? When you can go with the membership operator?
So, sir, I have a question.
Go ahead. Go
When
ahead.
you say A is equal to 10 and B is equal to 10,
Yeah,
so they A and B are pointing to same location?
same location. If you want to see, yeah, same location. If ID, okay, memory address is like same. Okay, if I write like this, ID of A, okay, the next one is like print ID of B. Okay, if you check this one, okay, now see this, the address is like same or not. Now observe here, same or not. If you do any change here, then the time obviously it is going to allocate the new space.
Yeah,
Okay,
right.
see, don't think like A and B is always pointing to the same location. If the B value is like changed, A also should change. Not like that. Okay, A value 10 and B value to 10, then the time both are like same value. So it is pointing A and B look pointing to the same location. Whenever you change the B value is like 20, then the time it is going to allocate the new memory location for that particular 20 value.
Yeah, got it. So, like I have 10 value in memory, 10 value in memory, and whenever I say A is equal to 10 and B is equal to 10, both are like pointing to
Pointing to
same.
same location, same location. Why? Because this the nature is like in Python. Okay, the integer nature is like what? Immutable nature. Got my point?
Yes.
Any other questions, anyone?
Sir, I have one more doubt. Actually,
Yeah,
I
go
can
ahead.
try it, but can you try this one? Like, if tuple is holding elements as list,
Tuple is holding like elements as list. You want
yeah,
like a tuple. Okay. Say this. Okay. Inside whatever the value, it's not a matter. The type is like tuple, right?
yeah,
Okay. Inside whatever the elements are there, it's not a matter. Okay. Let's check it. Here 1 comma 2. Okay. 3 comma 4. This is the one we're asking. This
yeah.
this is the one.
Yes, sir.
Okay, can you check it? Okay, you can try. So can we run it? Okay, can we add this address location? Can I remove this? Can I go with this one? Can I go with the E, and can I go with F? Okay, now let's check
Okay.
it. E and F location is what? Here the location is like changed, right?
Yeah,
Okay, that means here it's going to consider, okay, this one is like, what I can say, this one is like again mutable nature, right?
yeah.
Okay, that the reason it's allocate like different location, so that it gives like a false.
Yeah,
So it's checked like outside also immutable, the inside the value is also immutable, then only it's going to work,
yeah.
correct? If
Yes,
you
sir. Got it.
write something strings, can we try once? Otherwise set, can we try? Set is like a mutable nature only, right? Can I write like
Yeah,
1 comma 2, and can I write like 3 comma 4? Now if I write like 1 comma 2 and 3 comma 4. Okay, now the answer will be like false only, right? Why? Because this one is like immutable nature. This is like immutable nature, so that it's like false. So that entire things it is going to check. For example, if I take like a Sachin and Dhoni, I take like Sachin and Dhoni. Okay, now both are like immutable only, right? So
Yeah.
it should be like the same location.
Yep.
Okay, so not only outside type, okay, outside tuple type, okay, inside that one also tuple type is like tuple nature is like immutable. Inside whatever the members are there, it is looking for that particular member also. If it's
Yeah.
like immutable, then only it's pointing to the same location, otherwise not. This point also can keep in your mind.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Any other questions? Any new checking, new things you want me to check? That's okay, right? Okay. Okay then. Now in Python, okay, how we can give the inputs dynamically? How we can give some inputs dynamically in Python? How we can give the inputs dynamically? For example, just I'm asking like enter, okay, the name, okay, enter first number, second number, like that. Dynamical, I want to pass some data. It is equals to prompt message in your JavaScript, that kind of. How? We have one predefined function is there. Do you know that function name is like input is the function? Do you know about that function? Input is the function. Okay, it is going to ask the values, okay, the inputs dynamically from the end user. For example, enter, okay, first number. Okay, if I execute this one, okay, it is going to ask for what? Okay, first number. If you have the terminal, then the time you can see, okay, the first number, it is going to ask. If you enter that first number, that particular number is assigned to one variable. Okay, like this, you can open command prompt directly. You can check here, py input enter number one. If I write something like this, now it is going to ask the input from the end user. Okay, if you give like a 10, okay, now this particular value they are written again. So if any method returns any value, can you hold that value with one variable? Okay, now my n1 variable is like 10. Okay, same like this. Okay, n2 variable, dynamically you can ask n1 and n2, and if you want to find the sum, just you can find it. Okay, this is like one predefined function. It is like one predefined function in Python. Okay, anyway, we are going to discuss like all the predefined functions in Python. That time you can come to know. Okay, if you want the inputs, if you are expecting the inputs dynamically, then the time you can go with this input. Okay, so the next topic is like flow controls. This concept also common for any programming language most of the times. Okay, tell me why we go for flow controls. The next concept is related to flow controls. Tell me, flow controls, why we go for this? Okay, simply we have some statements in our program. Okay, if you want to tell the procedure, okay, the process, how these statements are going to execute, these statements are executing like one by one, okay, in the sequential order, or the statements are going to execute based on the condition, or the statements are going to execute continuously 10 times, 20 times, okay, like a looping execution. Whenever you written a program, okay, there may be a chance of what? Any programming language you can take it, all the statements whatever you have, those statements are going to execute. There may be a sequence order. The next one is like based on the condition, those statements are going to execute. The next one is like the statements are continuously executing or not. It's like it's a kind of what looping execution. So any programming language you can take it. The execution process is like three ways. One is like sequential execution or not. It's nothing but the statement, first statement executed, next go to the next like that. So that one we can say like a sequential execution or not. Okay. The next one is like what? The sequential execution. The next one is like conditional, right? Conditional execution. The next one is like looping execution. The next one is like looping execution or not. Sequential, condition, and looping execution. Sequential execution, nothing is there. Statements one by one, it's going to execute. It means that is come under sequential only. What about the condition? In Python, conditional. Tell me, based on the condition, I want to execute some statements. How we can? In any programming language, you can tell which keywords are there to handle, execute the statements based on the condition. We are go with if conditions, right? If in Python also same kind of syntax we have. One is like simple if you can, only one if. The next one is like if else also there. You know that. The next one is like okay, multiple conditions are there. Here there is no switch case, nothing. Okay, how we can multiple conditions if you want to write first if the next one is like elif, the next one is like elif. Okay, elif is nothing but else if, that's it. And finally in between you can write any number of elifs. Okay, and finally nothing is like no condition is like satisfied, finally you can write like else. Finally you can write like else. Okay, this is the condition. Most of the times we are going to use it. Conditions. Okay, if else, if elif and else. Okay, multiple conditions if you want to write, you can write this. Okay, now I have two numbers over there. I have two numbers, n1 equals to 10, n2 equals to 20. My question is, with a single if, okay, is nothing but this if only. With a single if, just I want the output is like, okay, n2 is big, n2 is big. This output I'm expecting using single if. Tell me how we can using single if. This output I'm expecting.
If n2 greater than n1.
If n2 greater than n1. n2 greater than n1. Okay. Now if I put like 20 is big. Okay. This is valid output. Now see, if you said like n2 greater than n1, okay, that's okay. If I change this to this one, n2 is like 10, no? n1 equals to 20, then the time, okay, the condition is like failure, right? Yes or no?
Yeah.
So how we can single if. How we can write here. Go to this. Right. I have one variable n1 is like 10. I have one more variable n2 equals to 20. n2 equals to 20. Okay. So can I create one something like this, result equals to, okay, something like this, result equals to n1. If I add like this, okay, so my result has which value? My result has which value at this
10.
moment? 10, right? Okay, now I'm going to write the condition. If okay, result, if result less than n2, less than n2. I already told to you, whenever you write a block of statements in Python, okay, how we can start the block function? You block started how? Colon, right? After that, what you have to do? You have to follow the indentation or not? Yes or no? In this particular indentation, how many statements you written? Those statements are belongs to this block. Okay, here I'm going to write like my result equals to end. Okay, and finally, can I write like print? Okay, result is what? Result is big. Can I write like this? Is it valid or invalid? You can check. Result is big. Okay, now if I come here, okay, result is big. Now say this, integer and string concatenation is not happening in Python. So what we have to do? Can I convert this particular integer into string? Now 20 is big. Now if I write like 200, then the answer should be what? 200 is like big or not? Okay, if I put like, okay, something like this one should be like big or not? So here if you observe, how many if conditions you written? Only one if or not. Yes or no? Understood everyone this logic? Simple.
Yes.
Yes or no? First, you can assign any one of the variable to this. Now you can write the condition based on assigning the value. Result is like n1. Okay. Now at this moment n1 is like big. When my n2 should come into the picture? If my result is less than n2, then the term n2 should be big. So that in that condition only, if result less than n2, now my result should be n2. So finally, okay, my result, whatever is the value, is like that is only the big one. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, by using simple single if you want to check, you can check like that. Okay, the same thing if you want to write by using else. Okay, everyone knows that one, right? Okay, how you can write the if and then you can write like else. Okay, now I have one more requirement. Okay, here I have a list. I have a list of numbers. I have a list of numbers 1 1 1 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 2 comma 3 comma 5 comma 9. Okay, like this. Just I want to remove the duplicate values from this particular list. Just I want to remove the duplicate values from this particular list. How we can remove the duplicate values from this particular list?
N of set.
Remove duplicate values. Correct. Tell me. Can I create an object for the set? Can I create an object for the set? Okay. Set returns me what? The object or not? Can I print that object? Can I print that object? Okay. I am expecting like a list. Okay, I'm expecting like list. So that can you convert that particular set object into list? Yes or no? Set is used for what? Set is not allow the duplicate values or not. So that just you can pass one iterable object into set. So that it is going to remove all the duplicate values and returns me a set object. But I'm expecting like set object or I'm expecting like a list object. a list object, so that convert that list into, okay, set into list. That is one way. I don't want like this. Okay, this is one way. Just okay, take the first value, second value, third value. After that, okay, if the value already there, okay, don't push into the list. If the value is not there, then only you can push into the list. Just you can. I want to iterate these particular values. So how we can iterate? Okay, if else, elif, okay, you can keep like that. Looping execution is there, na? Okay, looping. So I have a iterable object is there. How we can iterate the elements in the iterable object by using looping. One is using for loop. Another one is like using while also. Okay. Now my question, by using for, how you can print the values from the list using for? First, the requirement you can keep it aside. My first thing is like, first step is like, each and every element I want to print it. So how we can print it? I want to iterate the iterable object list. How we can?
Using for loop.
Using for loop. What is the syntax here in Python?
NOS.
For I want the value which is inside the, come on, numbers. Can I print the value? Can I print the value? Yes or no? It's like
Yes.
for in. Okay. Now my question is, I don't want these duplicate values. Just I want to remove it. Tell me how we can. I'm
Take another
expecting the
list, empty
result.
list.
Yeah. I'm expecting the result is what? A list, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. List. Now tell me, each and every value I want to keep inside this result list. Tell me how we can. How we can. Okay. Numbers. Okay. First iteration, first value you can get it. Just I want to keep that result, keep that value inside this result. How we can keep one element in the list?
Push.
No. Push.
Val dot push.
Okay, we can check. Go to command prompt. Which methods you want me to check? The AR of list. The AR of list. Append, clear, copy, count, extend, index, insert, pop, remove, reverse, sort is there. Where is the push?
Append.
Append. Okay. So what do you want me to do here? Result dot append of what? Val.
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 Okay. Now all the values inside the result. But I don't want. Okay, if the value already existed, I don't want to append inside the result. So
If val in result,
how
we
you can check one element inside the list or not?
in operator by using.
Yeah, membership operator, right? Yes or no? The val inside result. Okay, or not in the result. What do you want me to write? Anything not in the result.
Not
Then
present.
that time, okay, can I append this? Yes or no?
Yes.
Can I append this?
Correct.
Like this, you can get it or not? Okay, I want only the duplicate values. I want only the duplicate values.
Then remove that not.
You want me to remove this? Okay. If I remove this, whatever.
Yeah.
Hmm? Can I write like this? Which are like duplicate.
2, 3.
Okay. Here, my result is which is related to what? Okay, which are right? Remove the duplicates. Okay, if you want, you can use result. Only duplicate values if you want, then the time you can write the else and the duplicate values dot depend. You can write like this. Yes or no? Agreed?
Yes.
Okay, I have one more question. I have some student marks. Okay, I have student marks. Like out of 600, 345, 444, 540, like that. Just my question is, I want to add 10 marks bonus for each and every person. I want to add plus 10 for each and every element. Tell me, what's your approach? My final output should be what? 355, 444 plus 10, right? 454, 550. What's your approach?
We can go with for loop.
You can go with the for loop, okay? For val in
Well, in
student marks, that
return val plus 10.
final marks list. Can I write like this? Here, final marks list dot append the val plus 10. Can I write like this?
Yes.
So can I print final marks list? Yeah, this is correct only. But the thing is, I want to perform the same operation on each and every element. For that, instead of for loop, we have what separate predefined function is there like JavaScript. Can anyone tell me in JavaScript, if you want to perform the same operation on each and every element, then you can go with what?
Map.
Map, right? Map. Okay, here also same. Okay, predefined function is there. Predefined method is there. That is map is the method. Map is the method. So if you write like map, okay. Now can I print type of my map? Okay, this is the map. It's like a predefined member. Okay, it's like a class type. Okay, now I want to use the map. Tell me, if it is like a class type, what you can do with that? If it is like a class type, what do you want me to do?
We need to create an object.
You have to create an object or not? That is only the option, right? That is only the option or not? Okay, let's do step by step. Now, I don't want to go with this. I want to go with the map. Okay, let's go. Now, how we can create an object? How we can create an object?
New keyword.
No, in Python, okay, there is no kind of new keyword, just directly you can write like this. Okay, now here it gives me what? A map object or not? Yes or no? Now, if I run this, say this, by seeing this one, what you can understand, map must have at least 2 arguments. What it means? While creating an object, okay, they are expecting 2 arguments or not. While creating an object, if you pass some data, that data go to where?
Constructor.
Constructor. Perfect. Constructor or not? Yes or no? So can I pass those 2 values? He said like 2, right? Okay, must have 2 at least. Okay, some other also may be there. Okay, we'll see. At least 2, he said. Can I pass like this? He said 2, right? Now, if I write something like this, what is this? Integer object is not iterable, he said. Integer object is not iterable means this one not iterable or this one not iterable. I have a confusion. So, what do you want me to do? Can I change some type here?
Yes.
Okay. String is like iterable. Can I put like true?
Yes.
Now, if I write like this, the bool object is not iterable. It means what?
Second argument must be iterable.
Argument must be iterable or not. Second object must be an iterable. Okay, here in your hand, the iterable object is there. What is that? Student marks. Student marks or not? Yes. Or no?
Yes.
Okay. Now, if we run this, okay, there is no errors, nothing. That's okay. Now, if you come here, this is my map object, right? Can I print? Okay, map object. Can I print the map object? If you write like this, you have a map object in your hand or not? Yes or no? But this is not our expected output, right? Yes or no?
Correct.
This is not our expected output or not? Can you check? Okay, if it is like a map, do we have any predefined members over there? How we can check? How we can check? See this.
DI.
Do we have any predefined methods? Do we have any? We don't have anything, right? We don't have anything or not. Okay, it is just returns me map object. On the map object, nothing is there to call it or not. Yes, no. Come on. But I'm expecting something else, right? Okay, what you're expecting, tell me. Now, okay, reverse. What you're expecting? I'm expecting what? Come on, what you are expecting?
I'm expecting to add 10.
Right? A list, right? Okay, final output. I'm asking. Final output. I'm expecting a list or not? Yes or no? So can I do one thing? Okay, this map object is there now. Can I pass this map object to whom? To my list. Can I convert it? Can I pass like this? Yes or no? Now can we run it? What happened? What is this?
Int object is not called.
Int object is not callable. Okay, if I give the map object to my list, what my list is going to do from the map object? Come on, what he is going to do? If I give, okay, a map object to my list, okay, what he is going to do? He is something looking for this particular first parameter or not. What he said? Integer object is not callable. What it means?
It is a function.
It's a function, right? It's a function or not? So integer object, see, if you see this particular code, did you find anywhere integer except this place? No, right? So this particular one is expecting like what? Okay, function or not? Now tell me, if you pass one function to another person, that function, what we can say terminology wise, it's a callback function, right? Yes or no? This particular function can be what? Can be a named function or can be
Anonymous.
Anonymous function. Now tell me, okay, if it is like one-time usage, which one is recommended one? Memory allocation wise?
Anonymous.
Anonymous, right? So can I go with the anonymous? Okay, shall I write? Write it. Okay, how we can write? Come on. Lambda, right? Lambda. Arguments, I don't know. If you don't know, leave it for now. After that, how many statements you can write? One statement, right? Yes or no? So say, I am fixing this particular error message. Future, what error message will come? I don't know. Okay, based on that one, we'll see. So tell me, they're expecting one function, so I passed that function. Can I run it? If I run, what is this?
You should pass any argument.
Yeah, lambda take 0 positional argument, but how many they given to my lambda function while calling? How many given? 1. But here, how many you taken? That means how many you hold? They are giving, but you not hold. That's the reason it gives me an error in Python or not. Not like JavaScript. Yes or no? There has a mismatch is there. So here they are giving 1, okay, to my lambda, but okay, you specify how many positional parameters? 0. So that here, can I do the change? What is the change? Come on. 1,
Take one parameter.
one value, one parameter. So can I print that parameter? Okay, you can come to know what is that parameter. Now these values only are getting or not? Yes or no? These values you want to print okay, these values you want me to print or you want me to do something else?
We
2
have to
plus
add
10.
You added 10, right? You have to add 10 or not. Now if I click on this one, okay, you can get what? You can get what?
expected output.
There is no errors, nothing. Okay, my list returns me what? Some output, right? Some output or not? Yes or no? That output, can you print it? Print result. Now, can you see that output? Yes or no? Now, finally, you can tell why we go for map. If you want to perform the same operation on each and every element, can I go with the map? Map first parameter is what? Map first parameter is what?
Function.
It's a function. It's a function. Second parameter is what? A trouble object or not? A trouble object or not? See, this function is not used by map. Did you observe? When you get the error, integer object is not callable. The list whenever I converted, right? Yes, no.
Sir, is it required to convert map object into a list?
Yeah, obviously. Why? Because if you not convert, for example, okay, print map object. Okay, it is like a normal Java, okay, normal Python object you are getting. Python object you are getting, but you are not expecting the object Python, right? Yes or no? You are expecting something else, right? Your output is what? List, right? So that you
Yes.
convert into list. Understood?
Okay. Then what if I want to convert that map object into different data type? Can I do that?
Yeah, obviously you can do it.
Okay.
You can do it. Okay, you have an object, right? Okay. If you write like a set, can I print the set? Okay, if the set supports, then the time you have to get that one into set. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Here, this is which kind of function? It's a anonymous. Named function, I want to use it. So what change is required? I want to use the named function. What change is required? Come on. def fn. Okay. Print val. Can I do like val? Okay, na? Can I write like fn?
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
if I run it, just it's printed. That's it. Just it is printed, but I don't want that one. Next, what do you want me to do?
Return that.
You have to plus 10. Okay, plus 10. You just add it. You have to return it back, right? Okay, you have to return or not. You have to return it. Whenever you return, then the time your output is what? Okay, it is a set that the reason the insertion order is preserved or not preserved. If it is
Not
like
preserved.
set, the order is like what? Order is not preserved. Yes or no? So that you are getting like what? 550 first, right?
Yes.
Agreed? Okay. If you want to perform the same operation on each and every element, like JavaScript, we have the map method is, okay, map is there. Map is an object. Okay, map is a class. Okay, map is there. By using the map, we can achieve that requirement. It is similar. Okay, the same similar one more function also there, that is filter. Up to here, okay, map.
Yes.
Shall we go with the filter? Now, just I want to filter the students who got like 400 above marks. Then the time what you can get it? 444, 540, right? So I want to filter the data based on some condition. Tell me how we can.
All filter method.
Filter is there. Okay. Check filter is which type. Okay, exact type if you want. Can I write like a filter? What is this filter?
Of a class.
One class. Okay, dir of filter. Do we have any?
No.
No, right? So if you have a class in your hand, then what do you want me to do? You can create an object. You can create an object. Okay, just step by step you can go. You can run it. What is this? Expected 2 arguments got 0. Okay, now next. Bool object is not iterable, so now it's okay. You are expecting what? The output. A list. Can we convert that map into list? What is this? Integer object is not callable. So this should be what?
Not callable. Function.
Function. Function. Function. Now, lambda take 0 positional argument, but 1 was given. So it should take one parameter or not. Yes, no. Okay, here, what you want me to do? My v is greater than 400. Those only you can return it. Now the list returns me the data. That data I want to print it. Now if you observe, you can get like 444, 540 or not. Agreed? Instead of this lambda, okay, just you can go, or only one statement is there, you can go with the lambda. There has multiple statements, multiple conditions are there. You can go with the named function or not. You can go with the named function or not. Agreed?
Yes.
Okay. Up to you, okay, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay then. Okay, tomorrow also we have a session. Okay, we can complete remaining flow controls. After that, we can start with exception handling. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay then. Thank you guys. Thanks for joining. Bye.